What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have another Chainlink technical analysis / news video, update video for you. But before we get into it, I just want to thank all of you guys. Really, we just crossed the 10,000 subscriber milestone. So thank you so much. And for those of you who have never been here before, Crypto Ride is the YouTube channel that helps you safely navigate the volatility of the cryptocurrency asset class through crypto news videos, technical analysis videos, and crypto project review videos. So if you're someone who is passionate about incorporating cryptocurrency into your overall wealth building strategy, go ahead and subscribe. But let's get into it. At the time of this recording, Chainlink is trading at $16.56. We're up almost 10% today. We had a bit of a breakout, which I'm going to talk about, and we're up 4% over the last 7 days. Now, last time I made a Chainlink video was this one here, which was just about a week ago. And in that video, I was bearish. We were watching this downtrend, and I was talking about $12.06, and I was actually talking about a level below that, but we did not see that. So that is good news for investors. That means that Chainlink is strong. You can see we really found great support around this $14 price point. This was the lowest we came after my last video, which was $13.46, it looks like. And just today, because this only happened about 10 minutes ago, we had a serious upwards breakout from this downtrend. So let's talk about what that means. And in order to do that, I want to also talk about the major uptrend that was started back on August 3rd, right? Obviously, we have an uptrend that started before that. We've got this kind of historic uptrend, which I believe was the beginning of April, and I've mentioned multiple times on this channel. Yeah, April 10th. But we had kind of a shorter uptrend, more of a short-term uptrend that started right here on August 4th. Now, if you look at the angles of this and the downtrend that we just broke out of, you can see they are somewhat symmetrical. So, although it's not the cleanest pattern, we do have the basis for what could be interpreted as a symmetrical triangle here. So, this is bullish. Of course, it's a weekend, so the volume of yesterday or today, depending on how you think of it, was not incredible. I think going into Sunday and Monday, we're really going to watch to see what happens. But I will say that I do think it's very possible that we are moving upwards. And if that continues to happen, I want to show you the levels that we will likely hit. And I want to show you, if we happen to break downwards, what levels to watch as well. Now, as I zoom in further to the symmetrical triangle here, and this is on the daily chart, I just want to talk about the measured move coming out of it. So this is the height of the triangle. And as you guys know, if you put that to the breakout point and then you measure up from there, you measure the height, you'll see the potential breakout, which puts us at $23.43. So yes, it's very possible that we could be heading back up to $20. In my last video, I also talked about a potential double top. So the double top could look something like this and then come back up. And then it remains to be seen whether we'll keep going or we'll get rejected again, making a true double top and potentially coming back down. So we are heading back up towards $20. I think that's going to be the most important range, because that was where we found our resistance last time, right around $20. So watch to see if this comes back to $20. As I mentioned in my last video, if you hold a lot of Link and you've been holding long-term like I have, $20 might be an exciting level to take a little bit of profit. You know, you can play it however you want, however strategy you have, but that is a level. Certainly $25 if we hit it is a level for me where I'll be looking to take a little bit more profit. And then the other thing I want to talk about is this duplicate of this yellow line here. So what happens is you have a parallel line, and when you have symmetrical triangles, sometimes these parallel lines up top can serve as ceilings or resistance points on breakouts. So as time passes, this is going to be something else I'm watching. Like, so when we get to, let's say, well, $25 is a pretty significant price point. September 4th, that would be a day that I think it might be possible to hit as high as $25. So we'll have to wait and see if we can get that high, but I do think it's possible. Let's talk about our next resistance level. And if you look at this green zone here I've created, and by the way, I'm on the 4-hour charts because you can see this a lot better than you could on the 24-hour charts on the 4-hour chart view, because you can really see all these times that we tried to break this resistance here, and that this held as support back here this is on August 13th and 14th, and this is on August 18th through the 20th. Now you can see we hit those levels again today, and we got rejected right around $17. Now what I'm going to say to you, if you look at the top of this zone here, which is going to be $17.27, if Chainlink can break past that point, that to me would be a clear signal that we are potentially headed back up to $20 and potentially beyond. So keep an eye on $17.25. That might be a level that you want to set your alerts at. If we fall to the downside at the moment, we can could really fall to about $15 and remain in this uptrend. So keep an eye on $15. If we fall much below that, then things could begin to turn bearish on us. And next I want to talk about the biggest piece of news coming out surrounding Chainlink today, which is their acquisition of Deco. And this is from the Forbes website. I always try and use these websites that are not crypto websites whenever I can, because I think it gives the material and the whole space kind of more credibility, and I like looking at the outsider's point of view. So if you haven't heard about this, Chainlink, the most widely used decentralized financial data source, securing over $3 billion in value, that's their market capitalization. They announced today that they acquired Deco from Cornell University. Deco is an improvement on how to utilize HTTPS and TLS for data transmission across the internet, developed by Dr. Ari Jules, who's the former chief scientist of RSA, and he was also involved with the formalization of proof of work. And one of the points of this article was it talks about how Chainlink's main use case has been around the DeFi applications, but really there are larger real-world implications here. So while DeFi has been on a tear recently, and the entire space has grown 30% since July, if you've been watching my videos or just following crypto in general, you know that the DeFi movement has been on fire really all summer. But Chainlink still represents, or DeFi still represents, a relatively small asset class in comparison to traditional financial markets. Traditional financial markets are in the trillions worth of valuation, and you have trillion-dollar companies. Apple, for instance, just hit the $2 trillion market capitalization as one company. So something to keep in mind when you compare just how small this space still is. Furthermore, it is one that's predominantly isolated from the real world of physical goods and services, meaning these DeFi projects and cryptocurrencies and blockchains are happening in a little bit of a vacuum still because it is so early. DeFi is the tip of the iceberg for smart contracts capabilities. Underneath the waterline lies the vast potential of blockchains, which could eventually represent a world computer, ubiquitous, globally connected, and decentralized, automating every aspect of our lives using data delivered through high-speed networks such as 5G. And then it gives an example here. Through blockchains, satellites can beam real-time road usage to autonomous vehicles, and weather stations can send wind and rain reports in North Dakota, for instance, that can be used to automatically price automated weather crop insurance contracts for farmers. So in this connected world, there are so many uses, and I love reading about these real particular cases, these hypotheticals, because when you talk about blockchain technology and the Oracle's technologies, you can kind of get lost in what they could do, and you can kind of be very vague if you want to and just say, well, yeah, they could do so much. But here is one example of a futuristic thought, like autonomous cars or something that is definitely in the works and have been for some years. But if you think about the future, autonomous cars will play a large role. And then blockchain and, of course, oracles can play a part as well within that. And remember, Chainlink and any oracle, like Band Protocol is another one, these oracles are going to be the middleware. They are going to be connecting real data from smart contracts to the outside world, and also to other blockchains or to other DeFi protocols, as of course we're seeing on a smaller scale at the moment. But this article really made me think, and I wanted to share it with you. Again, just to reiterate how early we are, I just want to mention BZX, which is BZRX. Now, in this video where I made this Uniswap tutorial here, I actually made a trade in this video where I bought just a little bit of that cryptocurrency, but it is up roughly 100% since then, and it is one that not many YouTubers are talking about. So I think the next video I put out will be a BZRX. The reason I'm mentioning this here is that they will be using the price feed Oracle data to power their decentralized exchange and lending protocols. So pretty good stuff here, but BZRX, interesting project. I'm not shilling it. I'm not telling you have to buy it or anything, but check it out. And of course, subscribe to my channel. I'll make a video about it in the near future. Enjoy the ride, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.